Tuesday morning.
Swish and swipe. I'm swishing, I'm swiping, but you won't hear me griping, cause I'm blessing my house today. I really dig it, I get it. It only takes a minute to keep my house looking this way. And you should see me move when I'm getting in the groove with a can-do attitude, or I fly so high when I'm swishing and swiping. No, you won't hear me griping, cause I'm blessing my house today.
That's right.
I've made it a habit, there's nothing hard about it. Just 15 minutes a day. I'm cleaning and cleaning, I do my quick routines, and I'll soon be able to play. And you should see me smile when I'm sprucing up this tile. Only takes a little while and I'm done. And it's fun when I'm swishing and swiping. No, you won't hear me griping, cause I'm blessing my house today. Here we go now. Swish and swipe. Round and round I scroll, just once around this tub, and things are looking up and I fly so high when I'm swishing and swiping. Well, you won't hear me griping, cause I'm blessing my house today. That's right, I'm blessing my house today.
Are you a blessing to your house today? Yeah, that just came to me. So, folks, oh no. Just kept on going, didn't it? That was going to be why not today. So, folks, today is Plan and Play Day. We're in our main bathroom of our home and our Stash and Dash place. You know where that is. You know, there has been some weird Stash and Dash places over the years. One person used to put their Stash and Dash in the shower in their if they had a guest room, there would be a shower associated with that room, and it was just a bathroom that the family never used, and they just stuffed everything in the shower. And then one day somebody came to visit and wanted to get in the shower, and it was piled to the ceiling. So folks, don't do that. Don't do that. My eye's itching. Okay. Whew. It's Plan and Play Day. So let's think of what our reward is going to be for planning today. Let's think about it just a little bit, because we're going to deal with a little mini planning right now. So what are you going to do for fun after we get through planning our menus for the next week, the rest of this week and next week? So what are you going to do for fun? You're going to spend 15 minutes watching YouTube video. I've already watched 2 or 3 YouTube videos today. That's my that's how I get started in the morning. I listen to the needy homesteader. She was in a bad car accident on the 13th of February. Her husband was killed and her children were injured. She is in rehab right now they were hit head on by a drunk driver who was 4 times the legal limit of alcohol in his system. We don't even know how he was going. But she had a little update this morning before the nurses got in her room at 5:30, and she's doing well, and she's just thankful she doesn't have to worry. She had a grown son who set up a GoFundMe account for the family, and thank the Lord. thank the Lord, people have come through for them. They have come through for them. So, what is your guilty pleasure on YouTube? Well, I like to. I I didn't know you could touch the little hamburger buttons at the top, and it would show you all the different things that you subscribe to, and that's how you see who if they've got new videos. So I've just now figured that out in the last 2 weeks. So I'm checking my favorite YouTubers, and I found a new one this week. He restores things. He takes old rusty things and turns them brand new again. And it's Tysy, I think, is his name. He's in France, and it's just, you never see his face, but he does some great jobs of restoring things, old rusty things. And I like, he did an iron skillet the other day, which was kind of cool. Anyway, so how are you going to reward yourself for doing 15 minutes of planning? So get your calendars out, y'all. Take them off the wall. If you don't have a calendar, get your calendars now, because we'll soon be run out. And usually by the next month, we don't sell them anymore until the new one comes out in June. So get your calendars out and let's look. Here it is, March the 16th. And you've got tonight, the rest of this week, and let's plan next week's menu. So how do you plan next week's menus? Well, you can go to savingdinner.com and find some great things, or you can think about what you had for dinner last Monday. I know what's for dinner tomorrow. Robert picked us up a corned beef, so I'm going to cook corned beef. Yum. I have a little one to put in the freezer for when we want some corned beef, but I'm going to cook a corned beef tomorrow. So I know what's tomorrow because it's St. Patrick's Day. And I'm going to do fried cabbage. Yeah. Instead of putting the cabbage in the crock pot, I'm going to fry cabbage. Stir-fried cabbage. I'm going to do bacon and cut up some cabbage, and we're going to have stir-fried cabbage. So that's tomorrow. So what's for dinner tonight? What? I don't know. I hadn't planned that far yet. But I'm going to cook something because it's rainy and nasty out, and I don't want to get out in it. Not that I get out in it. Robert goes and does that for us. So, planning your menus. So, Tuesday, it's Tuesday. Taco Tuesday, folks. That's a great way to start. So, get some hamburger meat out and get it thawed up and get your spices out to go in it. And start cutting up some veggies for your tacos, and bam, you're good to go. You might even you got time right now to do a quick soak on some pinto beans and make some refried beans. So you could have beans and tacos. Make bean dip. Everybody likes bean dip. So you got time to do that. You got time to do that right now. So if you've got some pinto beans, you should always have pinto beans in your pantry. Wednesday is anti-procrastination day. That's when you clean out your refrigerator so you can go to the grocery store on Thursday. So get your refrigerator cleaned out tomorrow. And that's a great way to put all these little condiments and stuff in your crock pot. Throw some chicken thighs in with it and turn it into something wonderful. And it'd be like a free meal. Thursday, that's your day to run a few errands. So make it easy on yourself. Put a soup together, and you can have soup and grilled cheese sandwiches. How fun is that? Friday, pizza day. That's a fun time to have a pizza night. Justin and Emily, my son and daughter-in-law, they love to make homemade pizzas. Justin gets the grill going. He's got a pizza stone out there, and it gets good and hot. And 15 minutes, the kids put together their pizzas. They slide it on the pizza stone, and bam, they've got pizza night. So do you have pepperonis and pineapple, hamburger? Put together your pizza night. Little pizza sauce, you can get it in a can, or I've made it in my crock pot. You put together a pizza sauce and you've got tomatoes and things, you can make a great pizza sauce. Saturday, Saturday's family fun day. Maybe you do pizzas on Saturday. But whatever you do, get it on your calendar so you know that's what you're planning. Keep it really simple. So, family fun day. Now, Sundays, I like to put together a big old pot roast or roast chicken or something that you can utilize the leftovers for the rest of the week. So, if you're going to put together a pot roast on Sunday, pardon me, a pot roast on Sunday, then you can have like open face sandwiches on Monday night with mashed potatoes and gravy and hoagie buns. Ooh, that'd be good. So, and then the next Taco Tuesday, you can take some of that beef. Now you got to cook a beef roast that's big enough to shred, and you can turn it into beef burritos. You've got some leftover pinto beans from last week. We're looking at next Tuesday, y'all. Leftover pinto beans from last week. You can put a layer of them in a casserole dish. Roll up some of your roast beef into burritos. Put them on there. Cover them with a sauce and some Mexican cheese and stick them in the oven. How quick is that? But you've utilized your leftovers. You've turned it into shredded beef burritos. Yum! And then, let's see, Wednesday, the 24th, that's clean out our refrigerator day again. So you cleaned it out pretty good last week. So what are you going to cook? Grab some chicken out and put it in your crock pot, and you can turn that into chicken pot pies. Lots of things you can do with the chicken. You can cook it and then, or you put it in your Instapot and then pull it all off the bone and turn it into chicken fettuccine or something wonderful. But you got to have a plan. You got to have a plan. And when you have a plan, you don't have to worry about what's for dinner because you're thinking ahead. And it makes it so nice for you. So next Thursday is the 25th. And that's your day to run errands again. So you want to make it easy on yourself. You want to make it easy. So pull out some of those leftovers that you have and turn them into soup, a pot of soup. Yeah, you just need a little gravy and a can of tomatoes and some or maybe a little hamburger meat that you need to use up, and you have got a wonderful soup. And then you can put together some toasted sandwiches of some kind. And then we're back to Friday again. Friday, maybe you're going to have a date night. Let the kids have pizza, and then you cook something like a salmon or something for you and your husband. And then we roll back around to Saturday, family fun day. Maybe you want to, maybe by the 27th of March, that's Passover. Well, a lot of people are eating fish on Friday, so that's why we had salmon. So Passover begins on the 27th, and then the 28th is Palm Sunday, and then we go into Easter week. So folks, plan some stuff right now. What are you cooking for Easter? Get that on your grocery list. If you're going to cook a ham or bake some lamb or something, then you need to get that in the house and get it ready so that you have it. I didn't do my blush too well today. So folks, a little planning right now with your calendar in hand. And we have a little calendar too if you just want to utilize that for your menu planning. It's a great thing to do. So it's just like the big calendar, except it's smaller. It's proportionally the same. But your menu planning is going to help you stay calm. Yeah, we got 2 weeks before, or 3 weeks before Easter, and you can start getting that stuff in the house. What you need for Easter services, or buy your eggs this week, because 3-week-old eggs make really good angeled eggs. And if you want to know my recipe for angeled eggs, look up angeled eggs on my website. We don't call them the D word, y'all. We don't call them the D word. We're not calling down. We're not doing that. So, folks, you can start getting ready for Easter right now. Right now. Are you putting together Easter baskets? We're planning ahead. We're planning ahead. Get the Easter baskets out of the attic so that you have them, or make your baskets. I remember when in school we used to take milk cartons and make our baskets. You can take milk jugs and cut them up and make baskets. Get on Pinterest. You'll find lots of ways to make baskets for your kids. You can do it. You can even make grass for your Easter baskets. There's lots of fun things you can do. So you have time to even order the candy and stuff that you want, or pick it up at the grocery store before it all gets picked over. You can do it now, but don't eat the candy and hide it. So a little planning right now is going to save you a lot of stress in 3 weeks. Well, that wasn't cuss word. It wasn't a cuss word I was thinking of. It was the evil one. So we're not calling him down. No, we're not doing that. Please say a prayer for my brother-in-law Jay. He's not doing well. He's he's not getting his words out, y'all. He's not getting his words out. Dina thought he had a stroke last night, but he's got an appointment with his neurologist tomorrow. Yeah, Crock-Pot is a slow cooker. Yeah. And your Instapot has a slow cooker setting on it. So you only need one device. So do a little menu planning today, thinking about the future, looking at your calendar. Do you have any birthday dinners between now and Easter? Do you need to have stuff to bake a cake? Just start looking at your calendar and thinking ahead. Because when you think ahead, that's called planning. Get it on your grocery list so that you can be ready for those important occasions. And we need to make the most of them right now, y'all, because we don't have the ability to get together as much as we used to. Amy says her Easter baskets are done. Isn't that wonderful? So, folks, a little planning today is going to save you. Procrastination only hurts you. It really does. It hurts you worse than anything in the world. When we procrastinate, we're the ones that suffer. You're the one that has the anxiety attacks. You're the one that rushes around like a chicken with its head cut off, trying to get things accomplished in just a few hours, when if you had just done a little planning right now, you could have done it. Really done it. And turned it into craft projects with the kids. Because you need something to keep them occupied. I had to have a second cup of coffee, and I have my Mount Rushmore cup of coffee. So please share our videos. Sharing really helps other people. When you share our videos, you're showing others that you've gotten your house in order. Yeah, it's kind of good feeling to share our videos. Yeah, we need to use up what we have in our pantries. We need, and freezers and refrigerators. My granny always said anything you throw into the trash that's food is food that you could have eaten to nourish your body. But when you leave it in there too long, it becomes a science project and you can't eat it. Granny said that was throwing dollar bills down the trash. So we need to save as much as possible. And menu planning does that. Planning for leftovers does that. You know, a roast that is 2 pounds, you add another pound to that roast, you got leftovers. So you could get a 3 pound roast and you'd have leftovers for shredded beef burritos and all kinds of stuff. Yeah, you can do that. Or you can do a pork roast and then you can turn that big old pork roast into barbecue. There's lots of ways to do it. There's lots of ways to do it. I was listening to Miss Lori from Whippoorwill Hollow. She's Arkansas YouTuber, and she's known as the lunch lady. She works at school and she cooks lunches. But she has some great recipes, and now they're doing Amish friendship bread, and it's just fun to watch her. But back right after Christmas, she and her husband, Danny, did a video. They had one of their followers from Australia who passed away. And so they did a little memorial for her because Miss Lori got really close to Adele. And she was talking about Miss Lori doesn't go to the grocery store. Can you imagine? Miss Lori does not go to the grocery store. She has everything she needs in her pantry. Her pantry is her grocery store. She puts things up. She has a freezer. She has a pantry. And she doesn't have to go to the grocery store. She doesn't buy groceries. Can you imagine? How beautiful is that? So she was talking about that, and I just couldn't comprehend it. I just couldn't. So there are people who have homesteads that utilize their land and they take care of their families. They have their own chickens. They have their own pigs. They have everything. They probably grow a steer and butcher that. So folks, there's some good ways here. If we look at the old ways, we can take care of things. And have you started thinking about your garden this year? You know, could be victory garden time again. We need to, and Leanne loves to do her sprouts. What a great way to start having greens. We like reddish sprouts. We like broccoli sprouts. There's alfalfa sprouts, and they're easy to grow in your own kitchen. So start planning out your garden. Yesterday, I saw the cutest thing on Amazon. Yeah, it was a little tiny cultivator. A little tiny cultivator. It was lime green, which made me think of Ben. That was his favorite color. Chartreuse green, I call it. And it had two little wheels that go like this. It's battery operated. It was just as cute as it could be. Save up some money, get you a little cultivator, and start putting in little beds of this, that, and the other thing. You can grow. Right now, it's time to put in some onion sprouts, and if you're further south, you can start planting potatoes and things. But start planting your garden. Planning. And then look at your calendar, get out your calendar and start writing it down on your calendar what you're going to plant. And it's going to be, you'll be able to add to your food budget. And you'll grow it yourself. It's going to be so cool. And get your kids involved. Kids love to play in the dirt. Yeah, Justin he would get his tractors out when he was little, and he'd help his granddaddy plant the garden, and they would plant 5 rows of tomatoes. And we planted Roma tomatoes because I would can them. And then they would plant a row of squash. Well, Justin had his little area that he would run his tractor around this one squash plant. He'd just keep that, and his tractor had a plow on it and a disc, and he would plow around that squash plant. And he was busy, helping Granddaddy out in the garden. And they would do irrigation. They would run the water hose and irrigate stuff, and just had the most fun ever out in the garden, playing in the dirt. And that squash plant of his was 3 times as large as the other squash plants because he just played with it and had so much fun. So get your kids growing stuff. Grow squash, grow zucchini, grow watermelons, and let's see, spaghetti squash. And this is a good vegetable to keep. It's that it's a hard squash. It's a winter squash. And just grow some squash. It's like weeds growing. They go wild. Plant some corn when it comes time to plant corn. That's probably closer to May. But plant some corn. And you can have roasting ears for the 4th of July. So folks, start planning your garden. That's going to help your food budget. Eat what's in your freezer. Plan menus out of what's in your freezer so that you can get your freezer cleaned out and start filling it back up again. So plant your little patriot garden. Yeah, plant it. Plant it and plant it, but you got to plant it. You got to get the seeds in. You need to be ordering seeds now. And order organic seeds, heirloom seeds. Get some seeds in. Heirloom seeds, because you can save your seeds for next year. Yeah, I can't wait for fresh green beans to be in. Jack always plants some green beans, and I get a mess of green beans. So folks, utilize your yard. It doesn't have to be all grass. You can have some beds that have tomatoes in them. And now I don't have a whole lot of sunshine. I need to plant shade plants. But you can do it. You really can do it. You can do it. Just start thinking about it. Instead of having flowers, plant a little square foot garden. Sow some mustard seeds. Mustard greens are my favorite. My favorite. And I like to make a mustard green salad. So I plant radishes and onions and mustard seeds. I plant them, and then I have radish and onions and the mustard seeds all coming in at the same time. And I cut up the mustard, I cut up the onions, I slice up the radishes, and then fry a pan of bacon and pour that bacon grease over my mustard salad. And it's a wilted salad. That's my favorite thing to eat in the springtime. It's my favorite thing to eat in the springtime. So plan your garden and start getting the seeds in so you can. I want to see pictures of what you're going to do. This can be fun. It can be a family enjoyable time out planting the garden. Green beans and peas. Oh, sugar snap peas that you can just eat in the garden while you're there. You can have some fun. And if you don't have a place for a garden, get some pots and put them on a patio or something. Start thinking about getting that green thumb out. You can do it. And if nothing else, you're planting seeds inside yourself, because you'll be outside in the sunbeam getting lots of vitamin D, getting things done. Anyway, y'all, I love you. I'll see you at 3 o'clock. What are we going to talk about? I don't know. But we'll talk about something. I got a big list here. And it's rainy and nasty. So y'all be good, kind, and sweet. Do a good deed today. Send somebody a note. I've been going through your cards and letters, and I'm just pulling out one each hour and reading them. Got one yesterday from Robert. Well, it was from January, but I opened it yesterday. From Robert from Baltimore. Anyway, y'all, that's a butternut squash I was talking about. I couldn't think of the name of it. Thanks, y'all. So get you some packs of seeds. And don't forget to put some flowers too. We love our little flowers. That's like God laughs. That's joyful. Flowers make me happy. Anyway, I love you all. And I will see you at 3 o'clock. Don't forget about our sales. We got some good ones going on. Tomorrow's the last day for the water bottles. So get your water bottles. If you have more than one bathroom, you need more than one rub a Swisha. You don't need to be running around the house dripping stuff everywhere. They're $10.95. Get one for every bathroom in your house, and do it now. And then we have our mop. Our big mop pack is on sale. And then the best one of all is the ultimate pack. It has 11 items in it, 11 items, and it's everything you need to keep your house shining. It really is. Everything you could possibly need, from carpet sweeper to purple rags. Everything's in there. Just go look at our shop.flylady.net and you'll see all the things. You can scroll through it, scroll down. You'll see all the things we got. Get your calendar while you're there so you can do some menu planning. But start now with the menu planning. Anyway, bring your tea at 3 o'clock and we will have some fun. But you do some planning now. I will see you later.